Hi, greetings and welcome. Today I'd like to illustrate some of the techniques to make sure if you're going to deep fry a turkey or chicken that you get the greatest impact and effects. So some of the things you want to make sure that you have are, number one, a device that can record the temperature and let you know exactly what the temperature is, because we want to achieve 350 degrees Fahrenheit, all right, in some of our apparatuses. All right, so what do we need to do this? We need a propane tank. We actually need the apparatus that's going to hold the vat of oil. And we need our Louisiana peanut oil, all right, one of the best oils to use. We got a 3-gallon here. This typically is enough to do the bird that you're trying to do, but you may need to use something because this is a larger capacity. So we're just going to use 3 gallons today, and we're going to cook 2 chickens, about 8 pounds each. All right, we're looking to achieve a temperature of 350 degrees. But what we want to do is we want to make sure that the temperature is at 300 degrees and increasing relatively fast when we put the chickens in. And then we want to make sure that that 350 degrees does not go over that amount because we don't want to burn the chickens. So we're going to get things started and we'll see how it goes. All right, we want to open the propane tank all the way. And then we're going to be opening the valve. Come on. All right, and then we can hear it start. All right, and then we want to increase the flame. All right, we're using the valve here to increase the flame. We've already opened up the tank all the way, and this is the one we're going to be turning. Now, as you'll notice right now, we've got full oxygen here. We can squeeze the oxygen or open it back up. When we're trying to increase the temperature rapidly, we probably just want to leave it opened up for right now, bringing oxygen to our flame and letting this thing heat up probably for about 10 minutes, and then we'll take its temperature. All right, one other element to add is you may be wondering why the table is around there, and that's because of the wind. Again, it's not recommended to do any of this in the indoors. So you want to do it in the outdoors in case there's a fire and you want to have a fire extinguisher nearby. But this is to cut the wind down, and I'm not using anything that's flammable. It's a non-flammable plastic metal table just to cut down the wind, because that's the one element that can be against you when you're trying to maintain temperature. And that's the most crucial thing in trying to deep fry a turkey. Okay, we are ready to test the temperature here. So I'm going to take this off. And put that right in there to see where we're at. Like we're only at about 200 here, so what we want to do is get this going a little more. And maybe we'll squeeze it just a little bit here to focus the flame. All right, so we're going in the right direction. We're just not there yet. We just cranked it up a little bit. Again, it's very gentle. That little crank, depending on the system that you're using, can be more sensitive than others. All right, so we're going to let this get up to 300 and we're going to prepare the birds. All right, at the same time, we're multitasking with some sweet potatoes over here and getting ready to prepare the mashed potatoes over there. All right, one more temperature check, and we're looking at right about, all right, we're at 350. All right, so we got the burn. All right, so we're gonna drop these birds in. Temperature is just over 350. All right, we are gonna cover it and we are gonna lower it. All right, we're going to lower it significantly because we really wanted to get in while it was at 300, moving its way up to 350. And to keep a good gauge on it, I've just moved the lid off slightly and placed the temperature back in there. All right, so the chickens did lower the temperature significantly, so we are going to crank it back up a little. Cranking it up, squeezing that breeze, and letting that temperature increase back over 300. All right, if you haven't already started so, start the timer. If you've had them in for just about a minute, and they'll probably take just about 30 minutes exactly. Maintaining just to see if the temperature is increasing or maintaining. All right, and that's where we just play a little bit more with the handle here. We're going to go back and increase it a little more. All right, we got the temperature moving up just slightly, which is where we want to be. If it increases to 350 in the next 30 minutes, that'll be optimal. All right, we'll check back in a little bit. Again, also a good idea to keep sanitized when dealing with chicken or any other type of poultry products, keeping your surfaces clean. Prepared. All right, a quick check after about 10 minutes and we're reaching that 350 degree mark. So I do want to, and just remember, it's ideal. You don't want to go into that black zone. All right, over 350, you can burn the outside while the inside is not cooked. All right, we're just about 5 minutes before time here. We've maintained that 350. And we're just going to take a peek at them. Put that aside. There's different utensils you can use depending on the type of fryer you have. All right, they got a golden brown around them. Not too dark. All right, so we're going to leave them in there for that last 5 minutes here. Temperature is at the high side of 350, so I'm going to leave the cover off. and lower the flame. As a matter of fact, we'll probably turn it off. All right, so we've turned both the propane and the cylinder off just for the last 5 minutes here. It's going to maintain that temperature very easily, so just so we don't go over it. That's a good idea. All right, after the birds are removed and they're placed onto the cutting board, we cut them up into some chunks here. So we've got 2 birds cut in half and then quartered. Make sure you're using a good strong knife, something that is able to cut through bone. And now you have it. Chickens, deep fried, 30 minutes. And the completion of the sweet potato casserole. Yes, those are marshmallows.